7 years ago, I met Kristi. We were at our family cabin, and she just struck me as somebody who was super bubbly, super fun, just really outgoing, and I just loved her. I was dating Matt, and his brother is Nick, and he was married to Kristi, and the four of us just hung out and always had a great time together. One of my most favorite things is when Kristi and Nick and Matt and I would just hang out at the cabin. And Matt and I always wanted to play cribbage, and Nick would be like, no, let's just talk, let's just hang out. Let's just get, feel the vibes, let's just get to know each other, and it was always fun. So Nick and Kristi met at WeFest, and Nick came down to Northfield, where Kristi is from, and then was able to say, like, hey, I think we should go out. And they started dating there, and Kristi was like, I don't really know if I want anything serious. And he's like, well, I'm in it, so either you are or you're not. And they were from then on. Nick, as a dad, was so playful and so fun. They were great together. They were great parents together. So when Matt and I found out that we were pregnant with Amelia, that coincided, that's our oldest daughter. When we found out that we were pregnant, it was at the exact same time that Nick found out that he was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. And when you get Hodgkin's lymphoma, it's the good cancer. It's the one you wish for. It's the one that is curable. It's the one that you just think, oh, we're in the clear. And so we all hoped, even though it was stage 4, that we were in the clear. But we weren't. It got really scary for a long time. In May 2017, we thought we were going to lose Nick, and so that was the one time that we got to really say our goodbyes. That was one of the biggest blessings, honestly, because that was the time that we got to say goodbye. That was the time that he laid out and talked to each family member. This is what you are responsible for. This is what you're responsible for. And Kristi during that time was just so strong, and they had really meaningful conversations, and they just got to, even though they were saying goodbye, they were growing closer together. The doctors felt like it was going to be a really great idea for him to do a stem cell transplant. Transplant went great, and then he was getting ready to get out of there, and all of a sudden everything just plummeted. And that was in August, and he died in December, the day after his 42nd birthday. Nick and Kristi were married for 18 years. They have 3 amazing children. They are awesome. They're just the coolest kids you'll ever know. They're strong, and they are adjusted, and they miss their dad, and they're just the coolest kids you'll ever meet, and you would never know that anything super tragic happened to them. And I think that's a testimony to the way that Kristi is parented. She's she's a role model. 2 years ago, we started the Nick Lilleberg Open, and she started the Lilleberg Family Foundation. And we were able to raise last year and this year $9,000, and all of that money went to Med City Foundation. Kristi, once she puts her mind to something, there is no stopping that woman. Whatever it is, the foundation, the tournament, getting her dance team, starting a dance team at ACGC, bringing them to state, it has all happened. That girl can turn anything into gold. So last July, Boggs and Kristi, we call them Boggs, hung out together one night, and ever since then they just hit it off.
We basically got set up on a date, even though we've both seen each other already in the past. So we made a date to go to the Goat Ridge Brewery. Well, we had a lot in common, so it wasn't far into our relationship that I knew that it was somebody I wanted to spend my life with. Didn't take long at all. You just notice certain little things that make it seem right, I guess.
They just got engaged, and they are getting married on September 7th. And one of the girls that will be her new sister-in-law is Sarah Barber, and she's amazing. To be able to see them grow together and have what I have with Kristi is just magical. I love it.
So Boggs has been my brother-in-law for about 10 years, and he's been pretty much single the whole time. You know, I think if I were to kind of describe kind of what I've seen, it's just been him waiting, you know, waiting for the perfect woman or the perfect woman to him. And so it's been fun to watch, you know, them meet and, you know, get closer and then eventually get engaged and now getting married soon.
Well, I wanted to ask her on her birthday. It was actually right here at my house. We spent a lot of time here. She said yes, and I had a pretty good idea that she would, so.
I know something my mother-in-law has prayed for him for a really long time, and so it's really special. Kristi, I am excited to finally reveal this secret to you, and so looking forward to the many years that we have together as a family.
Kristi, you deserve this. This was not easy for me to do, and I hope you really enjoy this. You deserve this.
So surprise, Kristi! It was so fun to highlight you, and it was really hard to keep it a secret. You deserve everything, and you are like the epitome of love, and the way that you show love to your children and the way that you make them a priority in your life and the way that you put them above everything and still have room in your heart for Matt, and you still keep us around. You just deserve all the happiness that there is. Well, we didn't know the reason, and why we will never know the reason, that the Lord is sovereign and that He is faithful. And I think Kristi teaching that to her kids and saying that to her kids and just, you know, bringing them to church faithfully and, you know, just being rooted in Christ has just speaks volumes, because when tragedy happens, it's really easy to turn away from the Lord, and our whole family just turned towards the Lord, and I think that makes all the difference.